Looking sick, so we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Texans. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, this Houston team, this is a franchise that's only been around since 2002. Been a bit of a bumpy ride along the way, but here they are in their first ever Super Bowl.
And it's a unit that's believed in themselves. And let's face it, not many people believed in them going into the season. They were certainly not one of the favorites, but they've gotten better each week, and now they sit on the precipice of a first-ever title for any NFL team in the city of Houston.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they're trying to pull off what only 3 teams have done before, go from Super Bowl losers to Super Bowl champions.
Last team to do that, the Patriots, Super Bowl 52 and 53. Before that, you've got to go back to the Dolphins in Super Bowls 5 and 6, and the Cowboys in Super Bowls 4 and 5.
The 2023 season has 1 game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. And took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. On play action, Rodgers. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, there you go. They gave up up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Well, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Burrow rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Escaping the pressure right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
After that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. We hope this is nothing serious. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Houston set to take over.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. They need 18 yards here on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time game, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines. And
he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first.
Now Ball loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And again, it's Rodgers. Going to go down, sacked right around the 17. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throw right side, complete to Dotson.
It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. But how about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
So it's halftime here on Sport.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Again, Elbert partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because They have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Rodgers now on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On second down, a run with Hall. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow on the move to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now it's Burrow. And that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Burrow will throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Michael Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rodgers now to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do. Everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Hall ought to give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Faison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Rodgers. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On the draw, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Forcing the incomplete pass on fourth down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Quad Williams. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath.